Hello, everybody. Glad to have you if you're joining. All right, I'm playing a baseball game today, Triple Play 99. I've never played the game. I'm playing the PlayStation version of it. I tried to get the PC version to work recently, but I was unsuccessful. So that it looks like the PC version is better, and it probably is, but I don't know. There's a fight between how hard you want to try to get an old game to work and whether or not it's worth it. This one's sort of borderline on whether or not it's worth making the effort for, at least for me. But I was able to acquire the game disc for the PC. I just could not get the game to install, and I tried a couple different ways, which is a shame because I did get NHL 98 to work, but I couldn't get this one to work. But anyway, we still have the PlayStation version, which is still good, I guess. We'll see how it is. This is EA's baseball series that started with Triple Play 96. And this is the third game that they've released in the series for the PlayStation. It has not appeared in any other systems other than Genesis for the 96 version and then PlayStation for the last three here that I've played. All right, switching over. There we go. And yeah, I'm still playing around with the audio to make sure that it's like good enough that people can hear it, but also doesn't drown me out.
Sports, it's in the game. A long time ago, somebody hits a ball with a stick to pass the time. Pastime becomes game. Game becomes competition. Baseball is born.
Wow, what a history.
Baseball creates legends. Legends redefine the game. Players get bigger, faster, stronger.
Steroids.
Fielders become acrobats. The show no longer means Broadway and Uncle Charlie is a relative that scares you to death. The boys of summer get knocked out by the men of October, and each year when the dust settles, new heroes are born. Think you can handle the heat, the hook, the hammer? Got what it takes to create a legend? Step up to the plate and bring it on.
Well, that was actually a cool intro, though. It wasn't bad. A little overhyped, but I mean, that's what you gotta do. I just realized my catfish kind of has a Ken Griffey Jr. look to him. I can't change that, though. Unexpected music. Alright, so we got single game, season, playoffs, tournament, home run derby, all-star game options. How do I get to the bottom there? There we go. Let's go to the options first. First thing I do in games that I've never played is go to options. And it looks like it's just sound options. Start button next screen, so maybe not. No, so it's just sound options. There's a button for quick start. I'm very curious about that. Let's press that, see what we get. imagine it takes you into like just a game with the World Series teams from the previous year, which was 97. Confusing thing about this game is it was released in March of 98.
Hello everybody and welcome to Triple Play 99.
But it's Triple Play 99 and it has player ratings from 1997.
Astros and the Oakland Athletics. Great night for a ball game. Buck, tell us what might be a deciding factor in tonight's game for Houston.
Well, you know, Jim, I've always said that pitching is the key to success. But these guys have been struggling with their pitching. They're going to need a solid pitching performance to give them a chance to win here today.
I'm looking forward to this one, Buck. First up for the Athletics.
Okay, that guy looks weird. Why does he look so weird? Am I pitching or am I hitting? I have no idea. I think I'm batting. Okay, I'm batting. Okay, so the guys have the weird kind of chiseled look to their face, and the pitcher looks really weird. Hey, contact, base hit!
Jim, that was a great at bat. He just put the ball where the field
So
was
it's
working.
A's, Astros. This is the National League Astros. Wow, I didn't think I got good contact on it at all. I don't know how to control the base runners.
Good hit by
Jason Giambi.
Nobody out. Up next, Jason Giambi.
The defense should shorten up a step. This guy's got enough speed to bunt for a base hit.
One of the cool things about playing old sports games is seeing the rosters. Like, if you're a baseball fan, it's cool to see who was on what team. It's also cool to see the uniforms in the stadiums and stuff like that.
1 ball and 1 strike.
It's funny how old sports video games are almost a piece of that sport's history now. Certainly when it comes to like games like Madden.
2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, he's hit it high. This might bring rain.
Go, go. Of course.
It's caught.
Of course it just drops right at the...
One out, and runners on first and second.
Matt Stairs.
Up next, Matt Stairs. Great pitch, nice strike. 0-1.
Should have went for that one. Being a little too cautious now.
Hit back to the mound. He gets it
Oh,
to
we
third
got...
base.
He's coming home.
And a run scores.
There's this sign on the
Scoring single.
outfield, on the left
Hit and run.
side. Oh, it says it in the center too. So center right, there's a sign next to the Cosworth sign or whatever that is. It says Diet Lobster Cola.
Curveball down the middle.
Lobster Cola. And Oh Muddies. I love those fake signs. Those are great.
Curveball down the middle. 2 strikes on him.
Ah, I had to go for that one.
Him out swinging. Next batter, Damon Berryhill.
Gamma Airways. And Chork Light. That's so cool though. Like somebody had to come up with this.
Hit to right field. Easy play.
Alright, so we got one run.
That's the third out with 2 left
This is
to
just
go.
a quick play though, so I don't know how good this is. There's something very weird. It's probably the emulator I'm using, but the pitcher's face looks really weird. Alright, Kenny Rogers. Let's just go with an... Oh, this is Craig Biggio I'm pitching against. I don't know how you control the pitch or how you aim it.
Line drive sprayed
I don't
down
know how
the
to
right side.
field. I don't know how to throw the which base.
Tosses it home.
Alright, so that...
He gets it to first. Safe at first.
The umpire looks weird. He looks like...
Jim, it looked like he shortened up his swing on that pitch and hit it into the
He looks
outfield.
weird.
One on and nobody out.
They may want to bring in the corners right now, looking for that sacrifice bunt.
Alright. Got a good team, man.
Hit to the pitcher. Throw to first. Got him.
I wasn't sure if I could get the double play in this game.
One out, one on.
And then you have
At
Bagwell.
bat, Jeff Bagwell.
Damn. Okay, why can't I throw a changeup?
Didn't find the plate. Ball.
That was weird.
Ground ball to the shortstop. To the first baseman. He's out of there.
I tried to throw it to second.
2 outs and
That was weird.
up next, Derek Bell.
Okay, so you have to press the button to select the pitch, and then it's always X to actually throw it.
Ground ball down the left side. He tosses it to second base.
Ooh, that was actually close.
Safe at second.
So this is the first triple play game, at least on the PlayStation, that had all 3D
Was a great at bat. He didn't drive
players.
too much. He just took
The
what they gave him.
the previous two versions of the game, I think they just had a 3D environment, but the players were all 2D sprites on a 3D environment, which actually is a cool effect.
Hit weakly to center field.
Get over there.
He makes the grab. That's the third out with 2 left stranded.
I was thinking about this today. I don't know that there's many people who stream playing baseball games, let alone old baseball games. And certainly not this game. I would imagine I'm the only person on any platform that is playing this game. Ooh. It's going to drop right in front. Oh, nope. Got out.
Home run.
It's a Diet Lobster Cola. Look at his way he runs. He runs like me. And I run weird.
What a home run for Oakland.
Boy, managers love it when their hitters take advantage of a pitcher's mistakes.
Okay, Buck. One and 0. Another ball. The pitcher's fallen behind 2 and 0. Deep fly ball to left field.
Nice. Right over the near the Lobster Cola sign.
He was hustling all the way.
1 on and nobody out.
Lobster Cola is so popular that they have a diet version.
1997, the Astros went to the postseason and the Killer Bees led the way.
Well, they called them the Killer Bees because they were named Bagwell, Biggio, and Bell. They were the offensive force that led the Astros.
Oh, that surprised him. Two strikes on him.
Let's go, Astros!
Oh, I thought that was outside.
Batting 1 for 1, Scott Spezio. Fastball down the middle.
He's painting that outside of the plate there. I don't know how you move in. Oh, okay. Try bunt, push, bunt. I don't want to bunt at all. Okay. Tell him how to do stuff. What about the top buttons? This seems to control the lead.
Swung on and missed. 2 strikes on him.
If I press start, can I see controls? Select controllers, fielding view, batting view, options, radar gun, ball cursor, action cameras, and then the sound. Nothing about controls.
Line drive up the middle. It's a single by Spezio. Fly ball could score a run. Batting 1 for 1, Damon Mashore.
A couple of things I read about the game is that the sound quality was highly praised at the time, and I'm getting that feeling now. So like the actual ambient sounds and the commentating are actually really good. You actually do feel like you're at a baseball game.
He'll toss it over to first and keep that runner close. Safe at first. Pick off play at third.
I noticed that with NHL 98 specifically too, was it seemed like the move to 3D also was coincided with CD quality audio and making the games feel like you're actually at the sporting event, trying to capture that. I think they did a pretty good job too. Oh, that's bad. That was bad. I have a feeling he's not going to give me anything over the plate. He did.
Oh, he hit it hard. The outfielders are running out of room.
Triplicate life insurance. Oh. Fly ball bring guy in though.
Score another run.
Boy, he just missed that pitch, but it was good enough to score the run from third.
Hitting 0 for 1, Jason Giambi. Hey, didn't expect that. 0 and 1.
Hmm.
2 strikes on him. Let's go, Astros.
I'm used to playing like the show where you can like check swing by not pressing like all the way down on the button, but that is not an option here. PlayStation 1 controllers did not have those types of buttons where you could like, I think, semi-press or like actually do like a half press or whatever to do a check swing. Couldn't do it.
Line drive up the middle.
How do you select somebody?
A hit by Osmus. 1 on and nobody out. At bat, Carl Everett.
Well, Jim, if I were in this situation, I'd start the runner right here.
The runner goes. Over to second.
Nice.
He's out of there. An attempted steal by Osmus.
So this must be the Astrodome, right?
Ground ball up the middle. Throw to first. Got him.
Alright, so fielding is pretty intuitive. It's basically the same controls we have in modern day.
Here comes Rick Gutierrez.
I haven't quite figured out batting yet, and I haven't figured out how you can aim pitches. But
Line drive up the middle.
I don't know how to change who you're trying to control out there either.
Over to
See if I can kind of...
Safe at first. What a hit.
Well,
I believe the ball is still a 2D object. Not that that really matters, but... The game is pretty smooth, too. For a PlayStation game like this with a big stadium and stuff.
Hit to the pitcher. To first. He got him.
That was weird.
That's the third out with a man stranded.
There's probably a button you can press to have him go to first, but I didn't. I don't know what that is.
At the top of the third, the Oakland Athletics lead by 3.
A good inning like that is just what they needed. A couple of runs scored now, and they're right back in this.
Fastball inside.
I was talking earlier about how this is Triple Play 99, but it was released in March of 98 and has player ratings of from 97. It's pretty common for EA games to
2 balls and 1 strike.
take the year from the season that they were about to be played in, and most of the sports have like seasons that span 2 calendar years, and so he dropped it. So like something like NHL, like 99 would be the 98-99 season, right? And it sort of makes sense then why you would call it NHL 99. But for baseball,
Taken down the right side.
this entire season for this game, it would be 1998,
Easy out.
and yet they called it Triple Play 99.
1 out, 1
I was looking into that a little bit because I thought that was a little bit
away.
weird.
1. Damon
So it
Berry.
turns out we have Triple Play 99 for the 98 season, then Triple Play 2000 for the 99 season. But then after 2000,
Curveball outside.
they have a game that they released
1-0.
just called Triple Play with no year. It's just Triple Play. And that was for the 2000 season. And then the next year they have Triple Play 2001 and they fixed it. So that was for the 2001 actual season. And after that, every year after that, it was corrected. It's kind of odd. They kind of got off track a little bit.
Swing and a miss. The count's 1-2. Line drive to first base.
Oh, nice
To the
play.
second baseman.
He threw it to second.
Safe at second. Safe at first.
Well, I tell you, that ball is really jumping off his bat. What a line drive that was.
Line drive down the line. Foul. Fastball down the middle. 2 strikes on him. He's batting 1 for 1.
So far, I'm pretty impressed with it. The gameplay is good. Like, it's not bad at all. It's a good baseball game.
Hit deep to right field.
It feels easy,
There's a run scored.
but I did quick play mode, so it could be that they put it on like the easiest difficulty or something like that.
Now, there's a perfect example of a guy being patient, waiting for his pitch, and then taking care of it. Base hit.
I don't mind kicking ass in baseball games, though.
Line drive to the shortstop. Another run scores. RBI single. 1 out and 2 on. Hitting 0 for 1.
One of the unique things about baseball and video games is, at least compared to other sports games,
Line drive to
baseball
second base.
can't be like shortened in any way, right? You have to play 9 innings. It's not timed,
2 outs and runners
and
on
so
first and
it's
second.
the game's going to take a while. It's hard to fit in many games. Like this stream, you know, if I play, I might get 3 games in at most.
Pulled down the right
and one of them is going to have to be kind of a defensive game.
Play made.
Other sports games, you have the time factor, right? So you can split that down. You can cut that. You can cut like a 20-minute
This exhibition game is
period down to
sponsored by
5 minutes,
Kaleidoscope
and
Eyes.
you can make the game shorter, but they're still fun and enjoyable. But you can't really do that baseball unless you say I'm gonna just play 3 innings or something like that. But that often doesn't feel right. And I'm trying to think if there's any other sports games. Maybe like cricket. I've never played a cricket sports game before, but I don't think that game is timed. So certainly American football and association football are timed. Hockey timed. NBA or basketball would be timed. So you could play like a lot of those games in a short period of time. But baseball's the one that's hard. It's going to feel slow. And there's nothing like gameplay-wise they can do about it. Oh, that's a homer, I think. Oh, maybe not.
The outfielder got a good jump on that ball. He turned it into a routine fly ball.
One out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1.
I still haven't figured out how you pitch and like aim. You know what? Let me do this. So I think ball cursor allows you to see where you're aiming at. We'll see if that works. So can I do like fastball and like... No, I don't see anything. There's nothing on the screen to show me where I'm aiming. Oh, there we go.
Deep fly ball to center field. Nice catch.
Oh, he barely caught that. That was weird. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I don't think that... It just shows you where the ball is. Play ball.
2 outs, nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Jeff Bagwell.
It's funny how a lot of these guys are people that were like only recently elected to the Hall of Fame.
Straight up the middle. He's got himself a knock. 2 outs and
Derek
1
Bell.
on.
I thought...
Okay, nicknames for dinner tonight, Buck. Okay, Buck, why did they call Edwin Duke Snyder the Duke?
Because he was the Duke of Flatbush.
Curveball
What?
down the middle. 0 and 1. Fastball.
Okay, I finally threw a pitch off the plate. A little bit, just a bit outside, as they would say in Major League.
Sprayed down the right side. He makes the out. That's the 3rd out with a man stranded. At the top of the 4th, the Houston Astros trail by
Yeah, so it
5.
being a baseball game, there's very little you can do to make the game faster, since it's not timed that way.
With this guy at the plate, I'd be looking for the bunt.
Pulled down the left side. No problem. 1 out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 2, Jason Giambi.
If this infield is back, you know, he can drop down a bunt and beat him to first.
Really? Jason Giambi?
That's a strike. He's 0 for 2.
I don't know that he would... I didn't think he was fast.
Hit to center field.
I thought he was a power hitting guy.
Easy catch. 2 outs, nobody on. Batting 1 for 2, Matt Stairs.
So every player seems to have the same, like, weird chiseled face. I wonder if the PC version had player faces.
Curveball outside.
Because NHL 98 for the PC had actual player faces.
Deep fly ball
Oh, that's
to right
gone.
field.
Oh, no. Okay.
Fly ball, easy play. 3rd out, we go to the bottom of the inning.
That was so weird. That guys were still running off the field. The outfielders.
Ground ball up One out and nobody on. Hey, we've got time for the nickname game.
Did you realize that Home Run Baker hit a whopping 12 home runs in 1913?
So why did they call him Home Run Baker?
Because he led the league.
Hit to the pitcher. He gets it to first.
2 outs in a row, hit straight to the
He's
pitcher.
out of there. 2 outs, nobody on. All right, let's play Stump the Staff. One of my favorite all-time nicknames, Buck. Cincinnati pitcher, turn of this century, Frank Hahn.
You're not going to get me again. His nickname is Noodles. I remember that.
Noodles is a great nickname.
Boy, I tell you what, that was some kind of frozen rope. What a line drive that was.
2 outs and 1 on.
It's a better nickname than Lobster Cola.
Hit deep to center field.
Well, there's a fly ball to the outfield. Not much on it. That guy got over, camped under it, and made an easy play.
That's the 3rd out with a man stranded.
What inning
At
is
the
this?
top of the 5th, the
Top of the
Houston
5th.
Astros trail by 5.
You know, this is a type of team that can get back in this game. They've got a lot of character. They're pretty poised.
Here's the right-handed pitcher, Chris Holt.
Pitching change.
Curveball outside. Pulled down the right side.
The catcher looks weird. He looks like Darth Vader or something.
1 out and nobody on.
Yeah, there's something weird with the catcher.
Damon Berryhill. Didn't find the plate. Ball.
He's got a big curve.
One ball and 1 strike.
Oh.
Change up down the middle. The count's 1-2. Taken down the right side. Two outs, nobody on. Buck, you have that look of, I'd like to tell a story.
Numbers on baseball jerseys were first assigned by position in the batting order. Babe Ruth wore number 3. Lou Gehrig wore number 4.
Most interesting, Mr. Martinez. Now
I did not know that.
game.
That's really interesting. So I did hear about the game having those kind of interesting factoids that people said the commentary is really good that way.
Line drive up the middle. Throw to first. Got him. 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the inning. Ground ball down the left side.
It was gonna be
To the
close.
first baseman. He's out of there.
Got him.
1 out and nobody on. Up next, Craig Biggio. Oh and 1.
Oh, he
It's a
bunted.
bunt. To first.
He beat it out.
Safe at first.
You bastard.
Boy, the batter really caught the defense flat on their heels there. What a great bunt.
Tricky bastard.
Well, they need some more runners. Maybe they're going to try to move the runner here.
It's a ball. He missed the bunt. He Missed the bunt. Change up down the middle.
All right, you still gonna try and bunt with two?
There goes the runner. Sprayed down the right side. Hey, you could have caught that one, Buck. Hey, safe at first. 2 outs and 1 on. How about the nickname game? 1959 Chicago White Sox featured great base runners like Luis Aparicio and Nellie Fox, and they were nicknamed
The Go-Go Sox because they had to run. They didn't have much offense.
safe at second. That's a nice single. 2 outs and runners on first and second. All right, nickname.
Yeah, the play-by-play guy here and the commentary did like a lot of the EA games. I know he definitely did the NHL ones.
Now, what could you call it when it included Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth? It was none other than Murderer's Row.
Shallow pop fly to the right side. Can of corn. That's the 3rd out with 2 left to bowl. After 5, the Houston Astros trail by 5.
They got a couple of good solid base hits, but they just weren't able to bring anybody around to score.
Oh,
0-1. Another strike. Let's go, 2 strikes on him.
oh, he got me.
Struck him out swinging.
Well, I don't know what. I don't think he's picking up the ball very well out of the pitcher's hand. He didn't look comfortable at all.
Change up down the middle. Hit to center field. He hauled it in. 2 outs, nobody on.
You hear so much about the great Ken Griffey and Barry Bonds. Which one is the most powerful? Who's the best player? Well, how about this? Mel Ott was such a great hitter that he was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded.
Okay, Buck, now let's get back to the game.
I don't think that's that crazy nowadays.
1 ball and 1 strike.
It doesn't feel like it's that crazy to be walked with the bases loaded. I'm pretty sure Otani's been
Ball down the middle.
walked with the bases loaded a couple of times. And I'm pretty sure Bonds was, at least at some point. Oh.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down. Okay, it's time for the nickname game. Cecil Fielder, for obvious reasons, is nicknamed
Big Daddy.
line drive up the middle. He caught it.
It's like the
Nobody on.
3rd or 4th time that's happened where they've hit it right at the pitcher. That seems a little too often.
Hit hard, back up the middle.
I don't know how you throw a cutoff pitch. Or a cutoff throw from the outfield.
Good hit by Osmus.
You might not be able to.
Hit that ball as hard as you can hit it. That was some line drive.
Fastball low and inside. 1-0. He's batting 1 for 2. Popped foul. Foul. 2 outs and 1 on. Batting 1 for 2. Rick Gutierrez.
After this game, I'll look at the rosters for all the teams. Just because I think that's a cool aspect of playing old sports games.
1-0.
Is to see who's on the rosters for every team. So if you have a favorite team out there, you can see who was on the 98 roster. I'm curious about the Pirates as they're my team. I'm pretty sure they were bad this year. like most of the time, but the names still bring back memories. See who was on those teams.
Another ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And this is definitely like peak steroid era. It's actually the first year that Bud Selig was commissioner. It was 98. It's hard to believe, actually. And it was also the first year for
Hit to center field.
the Diamondbacks and the
That's the third
Rays franchises. They were expansion teams in 98.
At the top of the 7th, the Oakland Athletics lead by 5.
You know, Jim, I've never seen this team play a bad game. They've got everything you need in the ball club.
Curveball.
Having trouble with some of the pitches this guy throws. He's definitely trickier than the first guy I faced.
2 strikes on him.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
By the end of the pitch sequence, he didn't know what was coming at him.
I did not. I had no idea.
You know, if the infield's back right here, he can put down a bunt.
Hit it weakly to the right side.
Nice.
That's a base hit.
He didn't fool him at all on that pitch.
If you're wondering why I'm not playing Wario Land 2, I actually beat it off stream. I thought it was a bigger game than it turned out to be. Although if you were to try and 100% it, it would be long. But I opted to just finish the game off stream.
All right, Buck, good story. Now let's get back to the game.
And it was fun. It's not like a favorite game of mine or anything, but it was fun. I would never go out of my way to 100% that game, though.
Fastball down.
And I never did find a way to revisit levels in it. So I think you have to like 100% it on. It's not like Donkey Kong Country where you can go and revisit levels and find all the hidden secrets. No, you got to do this on one playthrough, which is insane.
Hit deep to right field.
He read that ball very well when it came off the bat, and he ran underneath that fly ball and turned it into.
It is nice that the base runner AI automatically moves back. I don't think the previous games had that feature. You had to manually move the base runners on fly balls, so you didn't get tagged up.
It's a ball.
I've always found base running to be the most frustrating thing about baseball games in general. So to have some computer assistance that is at least a little bit competent is good. Oh,
Fastball down the middle.
they're changing the pitcher
The relief pitcher, Ramon
for the
Garcia.
for the final strike of the inning. Okay.
He struck
Man.
out. It's a strikeout by Garcia.
They've shut me down, I think, the last
Stranded.
4 innings. Yeah.
Boy, that's another inning where they've stranded more than one runner.
All right, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. I'll go get a hot dog. You sing to the folks, Buck.
Kind of weird that they're playing that in the middle of me playing the inning. I might have skipped it though, because I paused it like right at that moment. Go.
With this guy at the plate, I'd be looking for the bunt.
A single by Alou.
That was a good at bat.
I don't know why you would bunt. Well,
To hit.
you're down 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th.
Line drive up the middle.
Nice.
What a catch by Spezio. That's the third out with a man stranded. At the top of the 8th, the Houston Astros trail by 5.
You know, I have seen this team before, and I have seen them come back. They've got a chance to get back in this game.
Let's squeeze in a nickname, Buck.
One of the most colorful nicknames is strapped on a big left-hander in Seattle. You know what it is?
The big unit, Randy Johnson. Let's go, Astros. Line drive, pulled down the right side. He caught it.
He dove forward to get it. That was interesting.
Come on, tell us a story now, Buck.
The Orioles have had a lot of success throughout their history, but in 1988, they had a lot of failure. They started out the '88 season with 21 consecutive losses.
Now let's get back to the game.
Wow. 0-21 to start a season. I don't even think that recent
Ball down the middle.
White Sox season was that bad.
Strikes on him. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts by Garcia. Did you know that there was actually a game rained out?
You have to
inside
warm
the
up
Astrodome?
the
Now, how
pitchers.
in the world did that happen?
There was so much rain outside it flooded this big place.
So how do you do a pitching change? Roster. Bench cold. Bench. Alright, so hopefully he's not cold when he gets... Better take some pitches here.
Change up down the middle. One ball and 1 strike. Another ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
This is still just a quick play game, so... I haven't done any season mode or anything like that. I just
3 balls and
started
1
a game
strike.
the fastest I could start it, and I don't know if it just gave us random teams or what.
3 balls, 2 strikes, full count.
Last pitch.
Hit to left field. That's a single by Tailgater.
Well, he didn't fool anybody with that pitch. That guy was sitting on that pitch and ripped it to the outfield.
Fastball down the middle. Hey, that didn't miss by very much. The count's 1-2. He's 2 for 4.
Yeah,
Strike 3. Take a seat.
I had to go for that one.
Chase his pitch. A good pitcher stays with his strengths, and that's what led to the strikeout.
3 strikeouts by Garcia. That's the third out with a man stranded.
So hopefully this pitcher's not cold still. That didn't look like it.
Fastball down the middle.
So far, I'm pleasantly surprised. I was curious if this was not going to be a very good game on the PlayStation. That it'd be clunky or it would look really bad. I mean, it doesn't look
Hit to center
great.
field.
Oh, crap. But it doesn't look horrible either, and it doesn't feel horrible. More
Nice
importantly, it
hit
doesn't
by
feel
Bell.
horrible.
Boy, he didn't fool him at all with that pitch. He belted it into the outfield for a single. Well, you got to get something going sooner or later. Maybe I'd start the runners.
Swung on and missed. Goes with the pitch down the right side. He's got it. 1 out, 1 on.
Now, I know you're big on names, Huey. How about this name? Elmer Smith. Well, it's not a household name, but Elmer Smith was a Cleveland Indians baseball player, and he hit the first grand slam in World Series
I'm not gonna
history.
make it.
Is that
Oh, I
right?
got it. Okay. The guys run really weird. The animation for that, that looks odd to me.
Over to first. Safe at first. 2 outs and 1 on. Batting 1 for 3, Carl Everett. Hit to center field.
Oh, it dropped.
What a good job of hitting right there. The guy was patient, got a good pitch to hit, and stroked it.
The shutout's in jeopardy here.
Line drive up the middle. He gets it at first. Got him. That's the 3rd out. with 2
Dogs,
runs
hot dogs. That's what that sign says.
on. At the top of the 9th, the Houston Astros trail by 5.
Boy, that's what they needed. A good crisp inning. Now a couple of runs put up on the board, and they're right back in this ball game.
Line drive down the left side.
Great hitters have a knack for finding holes and getting base hits.
1 on and nobody out.
This is a situation where they're probably thinking about starting the runner.
0 and 1. Change up, low and outside. Fastball, low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I'm still just really amazed by how smooth the gameplay is for this.
Another ball. Fastball down the middle. Line drive to first base.
Oh, that sucks.
He makes the catch. He got
Bad
it.
luck.
That double play will help get them out of a jam.
2 outs, nobody on. Deep fly ball down the line.
Nope.
Nice catch. 3rd out, we go to the bottom of the inning.
It's the 9th.
Okay, nicknames for dinner tonight, Buck.
Country Slaughter played on that St. Louis Cardinal team that featured Frankie Frisch and a lot of real gritty guys. You remember their nicknames?
Wasn't that the Gas House Gang?
Sure was.
Here's the right-handed pitcher, Billy Spires. Ground ball up the middle. Throw to first. He's out of there. 1 out and nobody on. Hitting 2 for 4, Craig Biggio. Popped up over the plate. Two outs, nobody on. Batting 1 for 4, Moises Salou. Sprayed down the right side. Hey, you
That'll
could
do
have
it.
got that one, Buck. This game is over. The final score, Houston 0, Oakland 5. You know, there were so many hits today, I don't think the catcher touched the ball.
No, he didn't. He really could have left his glove in the dugout.
Just jumping on the mound. Am I supposed to press something? I guess so. So that was quick play mode. You just main menu. I'm very curious if that's just they set you up with a random two teams. That's actually kind of cool. Double loading. Okay. Player of the game. So how do you go and see like rosters? Why does it say chaos? I always like that Florida Marlins classic logo. I wish they'd go back to it. Miami Marlins logo I'm not too fond of. What kind of order is this in? Must be by league. Take a look at all the logos then. Anaheim Angels. Astros. Athletics. Now, I don't know what order this is in because the Astros were a National League team. Right? Maybe they weren't. I'm trying to think. Because of the two expansion teams. I'm not sure. I guess we can look at that later. Oh, that Brewers logo is horrible. And yeah, I mentioned this earlier, but the Tampa Bay, this was Devil Rays. They eventually got rid of Devil. But this was the first year for that franchise, and the first year for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. So it's... Okay, so it's an order, alphabetical order and name and team nickname. So yeah, Astros are National League. So that's Angels, Astros. Okay, so now I understand. It's a weird way to organize the teams. Ah, the Expos. National League. And then American League. Why you put them so far apart? I don't... That... They put the... Because it's N? That's very weird. That's a bad logo. They've cleaned it up a lot. It looks a lot better now. Alright, so we got create player, we got stats. What's stats? Okay, so now we can see rosters. The Yankees. Strawberry, O'Neal. Jeter. Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettit, David Wells, Joe Girardi at catcher. Posada would have been the backup catcher. Who do the Braves have? Anybody? Wade Boggs. Fred McGriff. Jose Canseco on the Blue Jays. Clemens. Jay Bell was on the Diamondbacks. Yeah, so he was on the Pirates. He was on the team I root for most of his career, I think. And then I guess the expansion team, we let him go. Second base, Arizona. First base, Arizona. Wonder why their names aren't there. I've been wondering if Ken Griffey Jr. would be on the game, because he had his own licensed game that was on the N64 that I will play coming up. Larry Walker is the Rockies. He's the only one I know on that team. Eric Karros. Nomo. Mike Piazza. Did not know he played for the Dodgers. The Padres are good. Gwynn, Greg Vaughn. Oh, actually, Bonds is on the game. So, like, notoriously, he wouldn't be on a lot of baseball games. It would just say, like, Giants left fielder or whatever, as he wouldn't give his rights. But he's on this game. Oral Hershiser. Cubs, Sammy Sosa. The Cubs were pretty good then, though. Aaron Boone on the Reds. This is the team I was just playing against. They were really good, though, the Astros. Biggio Bagwell. The Killer Bees. I don't know any of these people on the Brewers. Oh, Mike Matheny, I know. Alright, Pirates. This is our team. I actually don't recognize too many of these names. Jose Guillen. Sounds familiar. Kevin Young, I remember him. I don't know who first base Pittsburgh is. Jason Kendall. But not too many. You think you'd know your team, but I don't know that. I was 12 in 1998. Actually, I would have been 11 when this game came out. I don't remember many of those players. McGuire on the Cardinals. Of course, the Braves were good. Andrew Jones just went into the Hall of Fame. Chipper Jones. Glavine, Maddox, Smoltz. Gary Sheffield on the Marlins. Bobby Bonilla. I think this is before the Mets gave him that giant contract that they're still paying him for. Vlad Guerrero Sr. on the Expos. His son is now playing for the Toronto Blue Jays currently. Of course, the Expos would then move in 2004 they'd move to Washington. Mets, were they any good? I don't know any of those people. Bobby Abreu, I know him. Scott Rowland. Kurt Schilling. He's lost his damn mind, but he was a great player. Cecil Fielder. Athletics, who I just played with. Matt Stairs, I knew. Jason Giambi. Okay, yeah, Ken Griffey. They do have his name on here. A-Rod there. Randy Johnson. Yeah, those are some good players. Jamie Moyer. Don't know anybody on Texas. Oh, Ivan Rodriguez. White Sox. Ordonez, I know. Albert Bell. Frank Thomas. Manny Ramirez. Brian Giles. David Justice. Yeah, the Indians were good. Jim Tomei. Don't know anybody on Detroit. Jeff King. Sounds familiar. Orioles, Cal Ripken still on there. Rafael Palmeiro. Mike Mussina. Doug Drabeck was on. Garcia Parra. Tim Wakefield. Pedro Martinez. And then back to the Yankees. So yeah, I always like going through the rosters. It's fun. So let's try a home run derby. Game mode regular, tournament regular. Outs 10. I don't know what that means. 10 pitches or 10 hits? Alright, who are we gonna pick? Let's pick Ken Griffey. Alright, stadiums. See how many are actually still in existence. So Tropicana Field, I think, is still what Tampa is using. They're trying to get a new one. Is Coors... Have they built a new Coors Field, or is that still the original? I'm not sure. Candlestick Park, no. Gone. Astrodome isn't used anymore, although the building's still there. Milwaukee County, no, that's not used anymore. Wrigley's still there. Dodger. Sky Dome, Toronto, I don't think they play there anymore, right? It's Rogers Center, I think. Bank One Ballpark, Phoenix. No, I don't think they still play there. Unless it's the same stadium, it just has a different name. Qualcomm Stadium, no, that's gone. Synergy Field, Cincinnati's gone. Three River Stadium, Pittsburgh's gone. Pro Player Stadium, Miami, no, is gone. Turner Field's gone. Busch Stadium, they have a new Busch Stadium, don't they? I think. This team doesn't even play there anymore. Shea Stadium's gone. Veterans Stadium is gone, I think. The Eagles still play at Veterans? I can't remember. What else we got? Baltimore. It says Baltimore Stadium, Baltimore, but that's clearly, what do they call it? With the warehouse. Why can't I think of the name? But that's still the current stadium. Fenway's still there. Yankee Stadium, that version is gone. The Metrodome is gone. Kauffman Stadium, I think they still play there, right? In Kansas City? With all the fountains. Tiger Stadium's gone. Ballpark in Arlington, I think that's gone. They still play at Comiskey, right? It's just not called that. Jacobs Field, I think they're still playing there. The Kingdome in Seattle. No, they don't play there. Up until recently, Oakland still played at this stadium, right? Are they still playing there? I have no idea. They're supposed to move to Las Vegas. Edison International Field, Anaheim. No, they don't play there. So, what are we at? Like, probably less than 10. So let's, where do we want to hit home runs at? Let's go Baltimore. Ken Griffey? No, I don't want CPU. Oh, we got trivia. Oh, I don't know. It's a closing pitcher. All-time saves leader for the Padres? I have no idea. Trevor Hoffman.
Welcome everyone to the Home Run Derby. Welcome, folks. This is
It's an actual pitcher.
It's a great day for baseball here with Triple Play 99.
I'm looking forward to this one, Buck. He's 0 for 2.
Why am I hitting? Can you throw it over the plate at least? Is there a different button for power hitting?
He's 0 for 5. Not a chance. He's 0 for 6. Hit short to right field.
Why can I think of the Baltimore Stadium name?
He's 0 for 8. That's back to the wall.
Oh,
It's short.
I'm kind of playing around with the joystick to see if maybe that... Oh, can't even throw it over the plate. It's a home run derby, and he's throwing curveballs at me. I have to say the menu music is not good. It reminds me of like farming simulator music or something. It could have been better than this. Here's to play home run derby again. Yeah, let's try it again. We'll try it again.
Welcome, everyone, to the Home Run Derby. Hi, everybody. It's a beautiful day for baseball. And I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Buck Martinez.
I'm looking forward to this one, Buck.
Now that I know the guy's not going to throw it over the plate every time.
It's way back.
Oh,
It's short. It's going.
oh my goodness.
Short.
Just give me one. Oh, and then you get an out for that. Too much air on it. Wondering if I shouldn't use the joystick at all. Just hit it.
He's 0 for 7. He's 0 for 9.
Oh, that's it. Wow. Okay, I'm not sure why that mode's so hard. I felt like I had better hitting in the game I played. I haven't seen anything. I went to options and there was nothing with difficulty. So let's see if we go to season mode. Checking out season mode. Single season career. I'm not sure what the difference is. Wow, that's a big jump. You go from 60 to 162. Yeah, injuries on a draft. That's kind of cool. All right, so I think there were 30 teams, or is it 32? Let me count it real quick. Yeah, 30 teams. So we had 2 expansion teams debuting this year. So I'm gonna do a rando, see which team I get. Team number 20. Start from the top. The Phillies. They were not good. Name, release. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, okay. What is release? Okay. So is this a fantasy draft? You're random. Would you like the draft manually? I'm gonna say no. Oh, cool. So it's a complete fantasy draft. I don't know why it has to sound like you're in a factory here. We'll see who I get. Yeah, it sounds like I'm at a factory making factory things. Wow. Okay. That was really dramatic. Oh, I didn't look to see who I got. I guess we'll find out when I play the first game. So where's mine? There we go. Playing the Giants. Okay, it's simming the games. Man, it's gonna do this for every single one. I can't do this faster than this. Alright, difficulty. So computer assisted fielding, manual throwing, automatic base. Player skill rookie, player skill beginner, CPU players easy, talented, game speed slow. I don't know what aftertouch means. Hmm. I'm gonna go beginner. I'm not really gonna play a whole season. Yeah, even though I'm kind of impressed with the game, it's not something I'm gonna continue playing like a whole season with.
Hi, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Buck Martinez for EA Sports.
Today's game is between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Francisco Giants. Let's get right to the game. And Buck has a few words on our starter, Kurt Schilling.
Kurt Schilling told me he learned a lot about pitching from an unusual source. The Philadelphia Phillies hitting coach, Hal McRae, told Schilling, work down and away, and you'll have a lot of success.
You've met the starter. Now let's get on with the game.
So Schilling's
Leading
my.
off for the San Francisco Giants,
I get
Curtis
Schilling.
Goodwin.
Crazy man. Okay, so this is different than quick mode was. So pitch location. Very interesting. Okay.
Ground ball to third base. He gets it to first. Got him. One out and nobody on. Hit weakly to left field. Easy out. Two outs, nobody on. Next up, Dante Bichette. Oh, and 1.
That is really cool. You can do a fantasy draft in this game.
Slider.
I have not seen that in sports games up to this point, I don't think. At least not on the PlayStation. So to be able to do that in a baseball game is pretty cool.
Line drive down the right side. A great catch by Perez. Dead even in the first.
Makes me wonder what the first game,
Ellis Burks.
what the first sports game was that you could actually do a fantasy draft. Like that was a feature in. I don't even think it was a feature in NHL 98 for the
A
PC.
strike thrown. 0-1.
Maybe it was. Oh, they got Maddox.
Line drive to left field.
I really like the feature of a fantasy draft. I think that makes playing a season a lot of fun.
One on and nobody out.
Especially as a fan of like a team that sucks, like the Pirates. To be able to have a fantasy draft where maybe you kind of shuffle it up and maybe you can make the teams a bit more even. I kind of like that.
Sharply hit liner up the middle.
So it shows the controls now, which is helpful. I wish I had that for the home run derby mode because apparently square allows you to hit power.
They're in business. Runners
Yes,
on the corners.
square is
Nobody
power
out.
mode. And I didn't know that. Doing the home run derby, that probably would have helped.
But Buck, I don't think it'll be effective.
Sunglasses and suntan lotion.
Oh well.
Curveball inside. 0-1. Another strike. Come on. 2 strikes on him. Hit deep to right field. No problem.
Dang, I was hoping the guy would tag up.
Patient in this situation. He was impatient. As a result, they waste another opportunity.
Up next, Eduardo Perez.
Ugh.
0-1. Swung through it.
He had to be looking for a curveball that time.
That pitch is brutal.
He
Man, I got
struck him
nothing.
out.
That strikeout was set up perfectly by the previous series of pitches.
That was horrible.
Slider
Man.
down the middle.
That thing just whipped.
Two strikes on him.
It sucks I'm going against probably the best pitcher of this. The best pitcher in the game, probably.
Line drive.
Yes.
Up the middle. Over to the third baseman.
At least we got one run.
And a run scores.
Jim, that's a great example of how you play hit and run baseball.
2 outs and runners on first and second. Fastball down
That was
the
bad.
middle.
I swung so late.
0-1. Deep fly ball to center field.
Ah. No, we got one run.
Missed.
Oh, he dropped it.
There's a run scored.
Oh, he freaking dropped it. Okay.
That'll go down as an error. 2 outs and runners in the corners. Up next, Javi Lopez. A strike thrown.
That'll give me another one.
Throw to home. Score another run. RBI single.
He hit that ball as hard as you can hit it. That was some line drive.
Oh, hit weakly to center field. Play made.
Well, I got 3
That takes
runs.
the other side with
Thanks to an error.
At the top of the second, the Philadelphia Phillies lead by 3. Ground ball flared down the left side. He's got himself a knock.
I tell you what, that was just a ground ball, but it worked for him, and he got on base. He got a base hit.
Hit to center field.
Come on, get there. Nice.
He read that ball very well when it came off the bat, and he ran underneath that fly ball and turned it into an easy out.
1 out, 1 on.
Now, here's a piece of trivia for you. Former Philly Cy Williams played for a different manager in each of his 14 Major League seasons.
Nobody could get through to him.
Man, what a guy he must have been.
He'll try for second. Line drive sprayed down the left side. To first. He's out of there. That's the 3rd out with a man stranded.
Yeah, I'd have to say this is the best triple play game chronologically so far. I know a lot of people like the Genesis version. I really don't like that game. What the heck was that guy doing up? The center fielder. He's still running.
That's a base hit. 1 on and nobody out. At bat with a run scored, Ellis Burks.
But if you were playing all the triple play games, you would see a nice trajectory of them getting better and better, and this is so far the best.
0-1.
I am still curious about what the PC version, how that one plays out. I might give it one quick go to see if I can get it working a different way, but it's not looking good. Like, I can't install it.
Deep fly ball down the line.
Well, Huey, that was nothing to it.
PC games of this era are tough because
One out, one on.
they moved away from DOS, and DOS games are pretty easy to get to work. But then once they moved away from DOS, it was like integrated graphics and 3D effects, and it's a little bit trickier to get those to work. 32-bit installers and stuff. So gotta rely on a lot of fan-made patches, and those usually only exist for games that were popular at the time, and I don't know that Triple Play 99 was on people's radar to get that game to work. So finding a patch for it to be able to install it. Tried using like a virtual machine too, and that didn't really work out. Still getting like setup errors.
Hitting 0 for 1, Eduardo Perez. Line drive to the shortstop.
Even playing games from like the 2000s is tough. Like
He tosses to third.
I really like Madden 08 for the PC. It's really good, and but the problem is playing it on Windows like 10 or 11. It has this weird thing where the higher the res you play the game in, the worse the AI plays. To the point that if you run it in like 4K, the AI doesn't know how to play the game anymore, and it becomes so easy. It's a really weird thing. Something like the AI's thinking ability might have been like tied to the refresh rate or the res somehow. So if you want to play Madden 08, you gotta either play it in like a lower res that was around the time that was supported, or play it on like VMware or something like that. One of the interesting things about the sports games of this era is like they hadn't gotten to the point where they are now, where basically every sports game is, honestly, it's a RPG. And I think only maybe like the golf games at this around this time are like had those kind of RPG mechanics where like you play and you have a player that gains experience and gets better. You get better clubs or whatever. Now every sports game is like a career mode, and you create a player and they kind of work your way up the minors or whatever, and they attach like storylines and stuff like that to them. And not during this era. This era was just the sport itself, and that was it.
The tasty treat from the deep. Get some today. Hit weakly to left field. Fly ball, easy play. One out, nobody on.
I'd almost argue that modern sports games maybe have too many modes. So I don't know if you ever play one of them and you turn it on and like you finally get to the main menu, you're like, oh my god,
Slider broke down the middle.
how do I navigate? It feels like they have really bad menus. There's just so much you can do with the game. It's like, oh, there's this there's the multiplayer menu, and there's like 6 different modes with multiplayer, and
just another routine out to the outfield.
2 outs, nobody on.
but I love the customization of it. Most of them you can customize like with what they call sliders, that you can kind of like tailor the game to your own liking if you want. So that's cool. I just wish there were some better sports games for the PC now. They're very console focused, or even console exclusive.
seat.
Boy, the batter never had a chance. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
It felt like during this era, certainly from,
At the top of the
let's
fourth,
say,
the
like
San 90,
Francisco
Giants trail by 3.
sort of the whole PlayStation and 64 era, that era, this I felt like the PC sports games were better, and that domination would continue probably up until the next generation of consoles, when they would kind of catch up at least a little bit with the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. They were a lot closer to what you got on the PC, and then once it got to the era after that, like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, it felt like all the sports games disappeared from the PC world. Or at least EA, anyway.
Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. He's out of there. One out, one on.
And that might be because the community that played them often modded those games and made them better, and that probably pissed EA off. Suddenly it was harder to sell a game that had very little changes to it, and except for roster changes.
Sprayed down the left side. Safe at second.
I'm trying to think of what period like EA games became
Hitting 0 for 1, Jeff Fry.
disliked. At least not at this point. 98, they weren't.
It's a ball.
I think certainly with the Madden and NHL games, they were good in the 2000s. And so it felt like the era after that, once it got to like maybe 2009, that EA was sort of like, ew. It became kind of gross.
He's got himself a base hit. 2 outs and 2 on. Hitting 0 for 1, the third baseman. Ground ball down the left side. He gets it to first. Got him. That's the third out with 2 left stranded.
They got a couple of good solid base hits, but they just weren't able to bring anybody around to score.
Pulled down the left side. Play made.
I really should just be taking pitches to try and get Maddox out of here early.
Batting 1 for 2.
I'm kind of swinging at everything. Of course, he's throwing everything down the plate, so it's kind of hard to do that.
0-1. Hit to left field.
Yeah, the running animation makes me laugh. It looks really weird. They look like gremlins or something that are running.
2 for 2. Doug Glanville. Line drive taken to left. He tosses it to second base.
Oh, that was real close.
Safe at second.
Arm laceration.
Now that thing was a frozen rope. Base hit all over it.
The runner was injured on that play.
I remember growing up, I learned a lot of vocabulary words just from playing games, and I think it was NHL that I learned when I get injured what a laceration was,
Line drive taken
and
to
or what a
right.
hernia was. I learned that too.
Over to third. Safe at third. It's a single by Green. 1 out and the bases loaded.
It does feel like if you watch enough sports, you can learn enough, quite a lot about the anatomy of a human being, just because of injuries. I know all the
Didn't find
parts of the
plate.
knee
Ball.
because all these players get hurt. ACL, PCL, meniscus.
Line drive down the left side. Throw to second. Throw to first.
I got one.
Scores. There's an RBI single. Batting 1 for 2, Lenny Harris. Over to third in the pickoff play.
Really thought I was going to steal
Safe at
home.
third.
Here's an opportunity to score a run. He's got to be patient and wait for a pitch he can drive to the outfield.
Oh,
Slider broke down the middle.
it is weird, but I think the game both looks bad and good at the same time. It's just an odd. Oh,
Two
man.
strikes on him. Hit to center field.
That should do it. I should bring one in. Tag up.
Routine.
Why didn't you tag up? Ah, computer assistance.
He should have been more patient. That runner at third is like a gimme.
Hitting 0 for 2, Kevin Seitzer.
All right, bases loaded, 2 outs.
Didn't find the plate. Ball.
This is where you make your money.
He's going to try and catch him napping on third base. Safe at third. Slider broke down the middle.
Wow, yeah, I'm glad. There's no way I was going to hit that. Still haven't seen that you can move.
Deep fly ball to center
Ah.
field. He hauled it in.
I haven't seen you can move in the batter's box, which is interesting. Usually you can do that.
At the top of the 5th, the San Francisco Giants trail by 4.
Yeah, they squandered a huge opportunity leaving the bases loaded, although they did manage to score at least the 1 run.
Line drive taken to right. Throw to first.
Nice.
He got him. 1 out and nobody on.
That dude was a slug, so I was able to get him.
Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. Got him. 2 outs, nobody on. Hitting 0 for 1, Greg Maddux.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Way outside. 1-0.
Back in my day, they used to have the pitchers hit.
Swung on and missed. He's 0 for 1. Two balls and 1 strike. Fastball high and away.
All right, Philly, show them what you got.
Line drive up the middle.
That's kind of weird. He like absorbed the ball there. He hit it close to the pitcher, and then the pitcher sort of
First up for the Phillies, Javi Lopez.
just absorbed it. Like the ball just disappeared and ended up in the glove.
Swoosh. Two strikes on him.
Come on.
Why you booing? Oh,
Struck him out swinging.
now you can
Jim,
boo.
you could see the hitter was really overmatched in this at bat. The pitcher had him all the way.
3
He's Greg Maddux.
strikeouts by Maddux. Hitting 0 for 2. Trip Crummer.
He's freaking Greg
Fastball
Maddux.
down the middle.
He's.
0 and 1.
What do you want me to do?
He's 0 for 2. Another strike.
Let's get it together, Philly.
No.
He struck him out. 4 strikeouts by Maddux.
He is helping the game go faster, though. Now,
Slider broke down the middle.
the thing is, he's throwing them over the plate, too. Like, I can't even lay off these pitches.
A frozen rope to the shortstop. To the first baseman.
Oh, nope.
He's out of there. 3 up and 3 down. At the top of the 6th, the Giants trail.
Well, you know, Jim, they've just got to be patient. They can get back in this game.
Batting first for San Francisco, Curtis Goodwin.
With this guy at the plate, I'd be looking for the bunt.
Great pitch.
Popcorn.
Ground ball to the shortstop. To first. He's out of there. 1 out and nobody on. Next batter, Bob Hamlin. Hit weakly to center field.
Popcorn.
Boy, you know what? I'd kill for one of those things. What a hit that was.
1 out, 1 on. Deep fly ball to center field. He tracked it down. 2 outs and 1 on. Batting 1 for 2, Dimitri Young.
This is during that era where every stadium had AstroTurf. And so you don't really have like a proper infield. It looks so bad, too.
Sinker outside.
Popcorn.
2 strikes on him.
A lot of the stadiums also were like multi-purpose stadiums or whatever, so they played football and baseball on them.
To left field. Easy play.
But they all look the same, so they're like cookie cutter. They had no like character to them. I think it was like maybe
About something. Why don't you share it with us?
In 1983,
by
Fred Lindsay,
2000,
first
maybe in
player
a
to
couple
hit a
years
grand
after
slam
this,
in
that they
All-Star
started
game.
replacing them
Took
with
Adley
some
Hamilton of
ballparks
the
that had
San
some
Francisco
character again.
Giants deep at Comiskey Park in Chicago.
Isn't that intriguing, Buck? Now let's get back to the game. Oh, that surprised him. Change
Goodness.
down the middle.
Let's get it
2 runs
together.
Maddox is dealing right now. Nothing.
3 strikes. The batter's out.
That strikeout was set up perfectly by the pitch sequence.
Change up down the middle. 0 and 1.
Can't even make contact now.
It's a ball.
Does that mean he's getting tired? He finally threw a ball?
Popcorn.
Slider
Nope.
broke down the middle. Line drive down the left side.
Went right in between the umpire's legs. He didn't even react either.
A hit by Glanville. 1 out, 1 on. Batting 1 for 3, Willie Green.
This might be a situation where you'd start the runner.
I am thinking about bunting, actually.
0-1.
Sure, why not? Let's give it a try. Let's bunt. See if we can catch him off guard.
It's a bunt.
It's a pretty good one.
Toss to the first baseman.
Oh, the first baseman's just standing. He never even moved towards the plate.
Was a beauty.
He's just like, no, you can have the ball back. I'm leaning towards bunting again. If I can move two guys.
It's a bunt. Throw to first.
He moved the first base this time.
He's out of there.
But I moved two guys in the scoring position.
2 outs and runners on second and third. Batting 1 for 3, Lenny Harris. That's back
Ah.
to the wall. Oh, it hooked foul.
Right into the flat crowd. Not too many people in the seats. For opening day?
Another strike.
Painted the
2
plate.
strikes on him.
No.
He strikes him out swinging. That's 6 strikeouts by Maddox. That's the third out. Stranding runners in scoring position. At the top of the 7th, the San Francisco Giants trail by 4.
They got a couple of good solid base hits, but just weren't able to bring anyone around to score.
Line drive up the middle. Good running catch. 1 out and nobody on. Hitting 0 for 2, the third baseman.
So weirdly, in the first game, I found hitting easier. Although I wasn't against Greg Maddox. And pitching was more difficult. Now it's pitching seems like it's easier. And hitting's more difficult.
Ground ball taken to left.
As I say that, I give a base hit.
A single by the third baseman. 1 out, 1 on. Hitting 0 for 2, Scott Hatteberg. Slider down and in. 1-0.
My guy might be getting tired now. I think it's top of the 7th? Okay.
Hit to center field.
Back in my day, the starting pitcher could pitch the whole game.
2 outs and 1 on. Hitting 0 for 2, Kevin Elster. Hit weakly to left field.
Get there. Nice.
Well, that's an easy out. Nothing like that old routine.
All right, I won't
fly
skip
ball
the
to
7th inning stretch this time. We'll see if,
That's
what
the
happens.
third out with a man
Okay, it doesn't make a difference.
Hey, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Tonight's game is brought to you by Swello brand foodstuff. Quick and easy, Swello fills your hungry spot.
It's not just good, it's swallow.
Not even close.
I love the fake ads. That's so great.
Well, there's a fly ball to the outfield. Not much on it. That guy got over, camped under it, and made an easy play.
1 out and nobody on. Batting 1 for 3, Javi Lopez. The relief pitcher.
Oh, thank
is
goodness.
Carpenter.
It's Chris Carpenter, though. I don't know if he was as good then. He's probably pretty young.
Change up down the middle.
Just says Carpent on the back of his jersey.
1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive down the left side.
Boy, I tell you, that was a beautiful line drive. He smashed that thing.
1 out, 1 on.
Well, if I were on defense right now, I'd be thinking about that runner at first. He might be moving.
Pick-off play, first base. Safe at first. Line drive, taken to left. Throw to second.
Nice.
Safe at second.
You start the runner, you execute the hit and run. You look like
Now it's bunt time.
this guy can really fly. The defense better be looking for a bunt.
Perfect.
It's a bunt by Schilling. He gets into first. Got him. 2 outs and runners on second and third. Hitting 2 for 4. Ellis Burks. Nice pitch. That's a strike. Line drive, pulled down the left side. Another run scored.
Thought we could have got 2 there, but he didn't go.
Safe at third. RBI single. 2 outs and 2 on. Hitting 4 for 4. Doug Glanville. Fastball low and inside. 1-0. Ground ball to second base. There's a run scored.
I'm starting to find that you kind of swing later than maybe you would think you should.
RBI single.
Like, they bring the bat around real quick, so like it feels like you can swing the ball late and still make contact.
Oh and 1.
Wow, I was gonna hit that one.
Quick throw.
Is that his ERA up there?
Safe at first.
It says Chris Carpenter 54.0. Is that his ERA? Ah,
Fastball down the middle. Caught him
I thought that was high. I didn't think that was gonna come down into the plate.
with 2 men left on.
Pinch hitter.
At the top of the 8th, the San Francisco Giants trail by 6.
You know, Jim, they're not that far out of it. They've got to be patient. They can get back into this ball game.
The relief pitcher has come onto the field. Oh, he missed the bunt. Line drive up the middle.
Ah, I turned him away.
To the first baseman.
Ah, he was going on the right trajectory, and I
6 hits this game for San
moved him
Francisco.
away from the ball.
1 on and nobody out. To the plate, Curtis Goodwin. It's a bunt. Throw to first. He got him. 1 out, 1 on. For people who had the honor of coming here when he played, there was not a better day in baseball than to see the man on the hot corner at Veterans Stadium, Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt was a great defensive player throughout his career, but he was really known as a power hitter. He is one of just a handful of big league players to connect for 500 career home runs.
That'll take care of that. Oh, he hit it hard.
Uh-oh.
Fielders are running out of room.
Ooh,
That outfielder got a great
that was a
job.
loud out.
He tracked it down and made
So I think I'm going to leave Schilling in for the whole game.
Play the ball in this breeze.
They better remember the wind's blowing.
The relief pitcher has come onto the field. Line drive, pulled down the left side. They're in business. One on and nobody out. Batting 1 for 4. Lenny Harris. Swung on and missed.
They are right about the commentary. I do think it's really good. Certainly way above what you had in other games at the time. Other sports games, anyway. It's really hard to be not annoying. It feels like most sports games now one of the first things I do is turn off the commentary. It feels like the people they put in there are quite annoying. Oh.
Struck him out swinging. Hitting 0 for 4. Kevin Seitzer.
But yeah, finding that balance between it being something that it's not annoying but still adds to the gameplay slightly, I think. This game does it pretty well. Man, I cannot touch these breaking balls.
He's 0 for 4.
I think I'm getting tired. I think that's...
Fastball low and inside. The count's 1 and 2.
Ugh.
Strike 3. Take a seat.
Yeah, I'm swinging too early.
Strikeouts by Mercedes.
But hey, fresh pitcher coming in.
Fastball down the middle.
Fastball at 86. I don't know if that's because of the difficulty that he's throwing that slow, or if that's just normal for the time. They definitely didn't throw quite like they do today, where they go up there and they throw 100 mile an hour for 2 innings and then they're out, and replaced by somebody else.
Fastball low and away. The count's 1 and 2.
But at the same time, 83 does seem a bit slow for fastball.
Line drive down the left side. That's a single by Lopez. 2 outs and runners on first and second. Batting 1 for 4. Trip Crummer. Oh and 1. He'll toss it over to first and keep that runner close. Safe at first. Didn't find the plate. Ball.
Ah.
Slider broke down the middle. The new center fielder, Dante Powell.
Why? Was there an injury?
Counts even, 2 and 2.
Or did they put in somebody new at center field because they need a big arm to potentially throw somebody out? Oh, they didn't.
3 strikeouts by Mercedes.
Struck out the side.
That takes care of the side with 2 left aboard.
So I think this is bottom of the 9th, right?
After 8, the San Francisco Giants trail
Or top of the
by
9th.
6.
Well, they did manage a couple of hits, but they
See how-
nothing to show for it.
Let's talk about the fastballs. Let's see how fast Schelling's fastball was. At least in the game.
Nice pitch.
88.
That's a strike. 0 and 1. Goes with the pitch down the left side. No problem. One out and nobody on. Here comes Jeff Fry. Ground ball sprayed down the right side. Toss to the first baseman. Got him! 2 outs, nobody on. Batting 1 for 3, the third baseman. Ground ball flared down the right side. He gets it to first.
That'll do it.
He's out of there. And that's the old ball game, Buck. The final score, Philadelphia 6, San Francisco 0. 1 through 9, this has got to be a tough lineup to pitch to.
I tell you, when you get run support like that, you're not going to lose too many ball games.
Yeah, so overall, I'm pleasantly surprised that it was as good as it is. If you were a baseball fan, you would not be disappointed with this game, I don't think, in 99. I don't know how you save it. Toggles option bar. Not used, not used. There we go. I remember there were sports games. There were some games that used like 6 slots on a memory card. I don't know how many this game did. It feels like it wouldn't load too many. Maybe it does, because it's got to save all those rosters. Because we did a fantasy draft. Is it 14 slots? I think it is. That's crazy. Yeah, it was a lot better than I thought. It was certainly the best baseball game of the 3D era that I've seen so far, and it had smooth gameplay, and I don't know, had all the stadiums, had good commentary, good sound. Definitely not bad. It's not something I don't think you necessarily want to go back and play like a whole season with, but it's a good game. It's not a bad game. All right, so next one up that I'll play on Thursday is 1080 Degrees Snowboarding. That's a N64 game, and it's critically acclaimed. So I've never played it before, but looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. We'll give it a try on Thursday and continue through this gaming through history thing with 1998. Got a lot of games this year that are really good to look forward to, and um, a lot of the ones that I haven't played too. So until next time, thanks for joining. Please give a follow or a like or comments. All that stuff's good. Lets me know when I'm doing good, when I'm not doing good. And yep, catch you for the next one. See you later.